Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to learn about part 2 of practice set 5.2. We have already finished part 1 in the previous video, which had sum numbers 1, 2 and 3. In this video we will be studying sum number 4, 5 and 6. So let us start. Now the fourth question says the total number of lions and peacocks in a zoo is 50. The total number of their legs is 140. Find the number of lions and peacocks in the zoo. So we have certain lions and peacocks in a zoo given to us. So before we start with our question, as we have finished first part of this exercise, we know that from in the question always there are two conditions given, and from those two conditions we get two equations. We solve those two equations and we get the answers. So in this question also we have been given two conditions which we'll be seeing later. Let us now imagine what is given here. So they're talking about lions and they're talking about peacocks, and these both are there in a zoo. So we don't know how many lions and how many peacocks are there. There might be 2 lions, 10 lions, 15 lions or 100 lions. We don't know. Similarly, there might be a number of peacocks. We don't know how many. So I say let there be X lions. I don't know how many lions are there. So I say let there be X lions. And I also say let there be Y peacocks. Yes. Now, so if we look at the first condition says that the total number of lions and peacock in a zoo is 50. So the total of both of them is 50. So from this what equation will we get, children? X plus y is equal to 50. That's pretty easy. Yes. Now let us move towards the second condition. What is the second condition? The second condition says that the total number of legs is 140. Means if we count the legs of lions plus we count the legs of peacocks, the total number will be 140, and we have to find out how many lions and peacocks are there in a zoo. Now for the second condition, the total number of the legs is 140, but now we all know one lion has 4 legs whereas one peacock has 2 legs. Okay, suppose there are 2 lions. So how many legs will be there? 2 into 4 legs. Similarly, if 2 peacocks are there, then there will be 2 into 2 legs. If 3 lions are there, there will be 3 lions into 4 legs. Okay, and peacocks will be 3 into 2 legs. So, but here we don't know how many lions are there. So, if here how many lions are there? Here X lions are there. So, X into 4 legs, yes, X for number of lines and 4 for 4 legs. Similarly, there are Y peacocks, so Y into 2, Y for number of peacocks and 2 for number of legs. Yes. Now let us try to frame the equations. So now let us look at the first equation. The first equation is pretty simple. What does it say? That the total number of lions and peacocks is 50. Okay, so since the total number of lions and peacocks is 50, there are X lions and Y peacocks. So from that we'll get X plus Y is equal to 50. Yes. Now, what does the second condition say? The second condition says that the total number of their legs. So if there are X lions, the number of legs will be 4X, whereas there are Y peacocks, so the number of legs will be 2Y. And the total means addition, yes or no? So 4x, this 4x plus 2y is equal to 140. So these are our two equations. I hope it is clear with you all. So let us see how are we going to write down this answer. Okay, so let us see the solution of this question. So how do we write? We say let there be X lions and Y peacocks in the zoo. So from the first condition, X plus Y is equal to 50. Pretty simple. Now the total number of their legs. So from the second conditions, there are the lion has 4 legs, so 4x, and peacock has 2 legs, so 2y. Okay, so the legs of lion plus the legs of peacocks is equal to total legs. But the legs of lion will be how many? There are X lion and 4 legs, so 4x, and there are Y peacocks and 2 legs, so 2y. So 4x plus 2y is equal to 140. But if you see this 4 2 and 140 are divisible by 2. So we are going to divide this by 2 and we'll get the equation as 2x plus y. We are going dividing 4 by 2. So 4 by 2 will give you 2. 2 by 2 will give you 1 and 140 by 2 will give you 70. So this is our second equation. Now we are going to solve the equation. Now if you look at the first and the second equation, first we will check for x. We have x at 2x, so we'll have to multiply. Okay, to if you want to change the coefficient of the equation of the variable. But let me check y. Here this is y and this is y. So what is the necessary condition while solving the simultaneous equations? That their coefficient shall be same and the sign shall be opposite. We have the coefficient same, that is 1 here, but the signs are not same. When the signs are not same, I'm so sorry, the signs are same. Yes, and when the signs are same, we subtract, right? When the signs are opposite, we add. So since here the signs are same, we will say subtracting. Okay, and we are going to say subtracting equation 1 from 2. Why? Because if you look at the first equation, it has 50 in it and equation 2 has 70 in it. So you can easily do 70 minus 50, right? So if we do equation 1 minus equation 1 from 2. So 2x plus y is equal to 70 we write first. Below that we write down x plus y is equal to 50. Whenever we subtract, the sign of the second equation changes, yes, and that is why plus x becomes minus, plus y becomes minus, and plus 50 becomes minus 50. Okay, so now 2x minus x will become x and 70 minus 50 will become 20. So we got the value of x. Now we are going to substitute the value of x in any of the equation. The first equation is very easy. So we substitute in equation 1 and instead of x, here we are writing 20 and plus y plus 50. Now when we subtract, y is equal to 50 minus 20 and that gives us 30. So in this way we have the value of x and y. So what was the x? X was the number of lions and y was the number of peacocks. So there are 20 lions and 30 peacocks in the zoo. Now let us proceed towards the next question. Sanjay has a fixed monthly salary. There is an yearly increment of a fixed amount in a salary. After 4 years, his monthly salary was 4,500 and after 10 years, his monthly salary became 5,400. Find his original salary. Okay, so let us imagine normally a person is having a salary plus he is getting some extra money, that is increment. Okay, he is getting a raise. Increment means a raise or a high or an extra money, okay, for a performance. So if I want to calculate Sanjay's total salary, it will be equal to the fixed salary plus increment, right? So salary plus increment will be his first year salary. Yes. Now what happens, what is the next sentence given? That after 4 years, so after 4 years what will happen? After 4 years his salary is fixed, so that will remain the same, but after 4 years he will get 4 increments of the 4 year. Yes, and that will become 4,500, which is given in the question. After 10 years is also mentioned here. So after 10 years his monthly salary will be 5,400. So monthly salary is fixed as it is given in the first sentence itself, that this is fixed monthly salary. So that will remain the same. But after 10 years, in 10 years he is going to get 10 increments. In the first year 1 increment, the second year 2 increments, in the third year 3 increments, and in the 10 years he'll get 10 increments. So his uh, amount will the salary will be salary plus 10 into increment is equal to 5,400. Okay, so in this question we are going to consider salary as x and increment as y, and let us see how are we going to solve the equations, or how are we going to form the equations. So Sanjay has a fixed monthly salary. there is an yearly increment of a fixed amount in the salary. After 4 years, his monthly salary was 4,500, and after 10 years, his monthly salary became 5,400. Find his original salary and increment. That means you have to find out both X and Y. So we say let the Sanjay's fixed monthly salary be X and yearly increment be Y. So in 4 years, that is the first condition given to us. In 4 years, his salary will be, the salary is, monthly salary is fixed, so X will be same. But what will be different? He will get 4 increments. So 4 into Y is equal to 4500. Similarly, in 10 years, it will be X plus 10Y is equal to 5400. So we have two equations here. Now we are going to solve this equation. Now it's very easy to observe that you see that variable x and x are the same. So if you either add or subtract, you'll be able to solve this. But when we have opposite signs in the variable, we add. And when we have the same sign, we subtract. So subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. Why do I say equation 1 from 2? Because 2 is having 5400 and 1 is having 4500. So we always subtract the smaller number from the bigger number, and that's why we subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So that is equation 2 we write up, equation 1 we write down, and we are gonna, when we subtract, what will happen? The signs will change. So x minus will become plus 4 will become minus 4y, and 4500 will become minus 4500. Now when you solve, x and x will get cancelled. 10. Now this 4 does not have plus with it. Now it has minus sign with it. So 10 minus 4 will become 6y, and 5400 minus 4500 will become 900. So we'll solve this. Y will be equal to 900 divided by 6. So when you solve this, you get y as 150. Okay, now so we have got y. We are going to substitute this value of y in any of the equation. Okay, so it is easy to substitute in equation 1. So we'll do that, and then we write down the entire equation same, but instead of y, 4 into y, we write down 4 into 150. Okay, and then we solve it. So x will remain the same, plus 150 into 4 will be 600 plus 4500. So 600 will go on the other side, will become minus 600, and when you solve that, you get it as 3900. So what was x? X was the fixed monthly salary. X was the fixed monthly salary. Yes, so that is why. So the fixed monthly salary of Sanjay will be 3900, and his yearly increment is rupees 150. Yeah, whenever you write a final answer, you always mention the units. In this case, we will mention rupees. Okay, now let us proceed towards the next sum. The price of 3 chairs and 2 tables is 4500, and the price of 5 chairs and 3 tables is 7000. Find the price of 2 chairs and 2 tables. This is very easy. You can see two things given here, chairs and tables. So we'll consider one of them as x and one of them as y. So suppose I have one chair. I'll consider it as x. Okay, what is x here? The price of one chair. They're talking about the price, right? So I don't know how much is the cost of one chair. So we say that the cost of one chair is x, and then there is a table whose cost is y. So suppose if I have two chairs, what will happen to the cost? It will become x plus x, which will be 2x, right? Similarly, if I have two tables, what will happen? Y plus y, which will give me 2y, correct? Suppose I have three chairs. So the cost of three chairs will be 3 into cost of one chair, which is x. So it will be 3x. Similarly, if I have three tables, the cost of three tables will be 3y. So if this is clear to you, you can easily solve the question. You can easily form the equation. Now let us see how are we going to solve down this sixth question. So we'll say let the price of the chair be x and the price of tables will be y. Now According to first condition, since there are three chairs, we'll say the cost of three chairs will be 3x and the cost of two tables will be 2y. So 3x plus 2y will give us 4,500. Yes, now it is also given that the price of 5 chairs and 3 tables is 7,000. So 5 chairs means 5 into x and the cost of 3 tables will be 3 into y and the total is 7,000. So from the second condition 5x plus 3y will be 7,000. Now let us solve this equation. Now if I want to solve this equation, let us check what are the coefficients given here. Okay, so if I check the coefficients of x are 3 and 5 and the coefficients of y are 2 and 3, but the coefficients of y are smaller, so it will be easy for us to change them, right? So how are we going to change them? So let us see how will we change 2 and 3. So what will be the number that we are going to change it into? So I want such number which is divisible by 2 and 3 both. So let me write down 2's table. 2 2's ones are 2, 2 2's are 4, 2 3's are 6, 2 4's are 8. Okay. Also let me write down 3's table. 3 ones are 3, 3 2's are 6, 3 3's are 9, 3 4's are 12. Do I get any number which is common to both? I get a number 6 which is common to both, right? That means I'm going to convert 2 to 6. And if I want to convert 2 to 6, what will I do? I'll multiply it with 3. I'll have to multiply it with 3. Then only I'll get 6. So if I want to convert this 2 to 6, I will have to multiply this by 3. Similarly, if I want to convert this 3 to 6, okay, if I want to convert this 3 to 6, I'll have to multiply this by 2. And therefore, we say that we are going to multiply equation 1 by 3 and we are going to multiply equation 2 by 2. So what will we get when we do that? See, 3 into 3 will give us 9. 3 into 2 will give us 6 and 4500 into 3 will give me 13,500. Similarly, 5x plus 3y, 5 twos will be 10. 3 twos will be 6 and 7 twos will be 14. So this is what I'll get. So now since we have changed equation 1 and 2, we are no longer going to make use of equation 1 and 2. We are going to now use only equation 3 and 4. So since we are in equation 3 and 4, since we have 6y which is common in both, what we will do is we will first try to check whether we will add or we will subtract that 6y. So check the signs of the 6y. Signs of the 6y are same, that is plus. That means I'll have to subtract the equation. Now that's why I'll subtract equation 3 from equation 4. So when I do that, the sign of the second equation will change. So 10 minus 9 will be x plus 6y minus 6y will be 0 and 14,000 minus 13,500 will be 500. Then we'll substitute this value in any of the equation. So this will give me the value of y as 2y will be 3,000, y will be 1,500. Okay. Now the question given to us is find the price of 2 chairs and 2 tables. So what is the price of one chair? It is 500, as we have found out x is equal to 500. So one chair is 500, so 2 chairs will be 1,000 rupees. Similarly, 2 tables, one table is 1,500, so 2 tables will be 3,000. And they're asking the price of both of them, so the total will be 4,000. So the cost of 2 chairs and 2 tables is rupees 4,000. Thank you.